I grew up in the center of the land of 10,000 lakes. I would need two more sets of hands to count all the lakes within 10 miles from my house. With that being said, as a child, I was consistently in the water. It all started at a pretty young age. My cousin, who I considered more like a sister, and I would bike down to the lake rain or shine. We would put on synchronized swimming shows for all of our fans, swim out to the raft, we kayaked, we fished, and we had fun. We would only come in when we heard our moms yelling that supper was ready. I'm guessing most of us grew up with the same experiences, being from Minnesota or Wisconsin. But my whole childhood was that lake. And I know my future kids won't have the same experiences. Some may wonder why, but it all comes down to two words: invasive species, and more specifically, zebra mussels. Big Fish Lake, my lake, is one of the many lakes affected with this vicious disease. The worst part about it is spread by people. As of October 2019, the Minnesota DNR has confirmed zebra mussels in 214 lakes and wetlands that they can be found in all 5 Great Lakes, 30 states in total, and over 600 bodies of water. If spreading continues, no fresh body of water will be safe. The bigger issues that impact these mussels have on the ecosystem. They latch onto hard surfaces like docks, boats, and filter the water, ridding it from natural food sources like plankton. Though it makes the water clearer, this actually causes more issues. Without having native species, small fish have nothing to eat, which leads for big fish to have nothing to eat. And if big fish don't have anything to eat, that means they're probably not going to make it, which means the things that eat big fish, like large birds or bears, will have nothing to eat. And once attached, they multiply rapidly and form dense colonies, leading to water intake pipes blocked, like irrigation systems, drinking water, and power plants. If we, as people, band together, we could slow and possibly stop the spread. To do this, there's 3 steps. The first one being, every time you take your boat out of the water, make sure you are checking your boat and your boat trailer for small zebra mussels. Remove any weeds or anything that you do not want to take with you. Also, make sure you drain all the water, whether that be in your live well or in your motors. And this should all be done at the lake. The second step is to, once you arrive at your house, wash the exterior of your boat with warm, soapy water. This will kill and desanitize your boat. Then, the final step is to leave your boat to sit and dry for 5 days. This is the amount of time zebra mussels can go without water. Now, this is for when you are taking your boat to different lakes. You need to be especially important that you're doing these 3 steps. Think about it as the coronavirus. It all started in one central location and then soon became something that seemed impossible to stop. There is no cure, but there are precautions. In the same way, there's precautions to stop the spread of zebra mussels. If we want our children to have the same experiences we did, if we want our ecosystem to stay the same, if we want drinking water for the future, we need to start taking these necessary steps now. So I ask you today, next time you're taking your boat out of the lake, be cautious, be careful, and remember these 3 steps.